Okay, dumelang le kae? Waiting. Good day. Hellos. How are you guys doing? So, we will happen again as usual. We look at trading. We're gonna look for gold Iran. The one hira halan. So, without wasting anybody's time, let me get right into it. So, I'm not going to explain from the beginning for Rakodimu what happened and what's going to happen. But there's something that uh, I think will happen. So I remember the last time my bias was sell, right? But I changed my bias because of this high. I said if this high is getting broken, meaning it's a buy. Well, I'm not wrong. Now the question is, where does this fair value gap come from? I'm gonna delete it. It only wants step by step. So I already deleted everything so that just step by step. So we're gonna go to gonna start with daily time frame. Gonna start with daily time frame. Now remove daily time frame, right? So the last time my bias was what? Was sell, right? I changed my bias because of this high. I said I want to see a price break this high in order to show me that we are still going. I mean, we are no longer going up. We are no longer going where up. So kami lagi trailing tu. Because of you kirala mawazi. So the last time my bias was sell. I was looking for sell because of we did not break this high as you can see by that time. So I said for me to say it's a sell, I mean for me to say it's a buy, I need to see a price break this high right here. I need to see price break this high in order to confirm whether it's a buy or still sell. So as you can see, we broke this high now, meaning I'm looking for buy. So I'm still waiting because of my strategy is a higher time frame key level, right? Go to lower time frame, we're gonna look for a super liquidity market structure shift and whatever. So if I look at daily time frame, I have nothing. You still have this daily fair value gap right here. I still have what? Daily fair value gap. I have nothing. The price didn't retrace to this fair value gap. Again, we still have another fair value gap. I believe it's forming another fair value gap. No problem. So, Hanchi, what I do, I compare gold with silver and Bitcoin because they kind of like move the same, right? So I went to Bitcoin. I'm gonna come back and explain what's happening. I'm gonna tell something. So when I was more Bitcoin here, we saw Bitcoin was going down for a lot of for some period of time right here. I believe it was here. We were going down. Now out of nowhere we went up, which is not out of nowhere. It's because we have a monthly time frame. Inside the monthly time frame, we have daily. I mean, we have monthly fair value gap. Inside monthly fair value gap, we have daily fair value gap. Right? We have two fair value gaps in daily. As you can see, let me mark. We have this one right here. As you can see, we have this one. We also have this one. You see, so if you look, if let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and look at structure, right? Everything is sharp. You can see up. Let me go to weekly time frame so that you can see it clearly. I want to show you something because I changed my bias again. I'm still I still think we are still going to that uh monthly fair value gap. Looking at Bitcoin, you can see this is a market structure shift, or this one, sorry, this one is my weekly market structure shift. You can see a break of structure, right? You can see it's like a beautiful downtrend. You can see high, high, wow, wow, wow. Then we are coming here. Then where are we going? We are going up. We are going where? We are going up. So where are we going up in weekly time frame? More Bitcoin. We have what? This weekly fair value gap. Now let's go to month. It's a monthly what? Fair value gap. So I'm gonna delete this drawing. Okay, draw a of, right? If you look at monthly time frame, more Bitcoin, you can clearly see down, up, down, and now it's a retracement right here. Or if I tell another that, go to month, I mean to week. Weekly gonna throw one time into a bill, right? Down, up, down, up, down. Where are we going? Here. So, so it's a downtrend. More Bitcoin. So where are we going? I think we also have some kind of a monthly time. I don't remember, but I want to explain why I still think we're going to see sell very soon go gold because of the level gold. The reason for it's a retracement to what? To this weekly fair value gap, which is a monthly fair value gap. Inside that monthly or weekly fair value gap, we have what? Also daily fair value gaps, right? So I believe it's a retracement here. That's why we're going up. So when I look at gold, this silver and Bitcoin, I know if you're going up, most of the time it's also clear good. So in Bitcoin, I know where we are going. Now I'm gonna go to gold. Now in gold, you can see we broke structure. Obviously, maybe we will come to this fair value gap. I keep the name right. We need to retrace back to the fair value gap. Then we're gonna take our buy. Now something to me says again, I know when we retrace back to this fair value gap, we respect. I still think we're gonna disrespect it and take our original direction, which was a sale at the beginning. Why? I'm gonna tell you. If o lebella pila ko morago, which is ke ntho e le goreng ke lemogile, what do we have? We have this fair value gap e le goreng price didn't really go into it, right? I know maybe nka tswa ke itlhomela or maybe ke force trade, but I think we may be going to this fair value gap. That's what I think. Because if you can see here, this is liquidity in 4 hour, even in day. This retracement here, Kenyan, right here, Kenyan, even though it went, but I still think Uri, this wasn't a really like a real retracement, right? I know that's what the first trade, but I believe Uri the way to this fair value gap. Then after this fair value gap, when we retrace back, I don't believe we will respect. Ke nyaka hanna re. I don't believe we will respect these other fair value gaps that are forming. I still don't believe it, because if you go to Bitcoin, it's a daily fair value gap, right? But inside that, I mean, it's a weekly fair value gap right here. It's a weekly fair value gap. Then in weekly fair value, inside weekly fair value gap, we have two fair value gaps plus block, right? This is this here is not a high to me. Mo, it's not a high. Mo, this is not my high here. It's not really my high. My high is from here to here. Because here agitiki, right? And if you look at it, if I level up it to this high, alluring, I don't think it's my high. What do we have? Again, we have two fair value gaps. Same. So it offers sense if price in daily time frame push till here. But in weekly, we will not see a push up. We will see maybe a week. Maybe a week. I don't know what to explain. Your pusher, yeah, share a week in in weekly time frame. But in daily time frame, we wanna maybe break at this high, then irrespective one or two here, which is how it will have, which it will give gold again more time again to push where up. In silver, we have the same situation. We have what? We have this fair value gap right here. And what do we have? We have order block. We have high, low, fair value gap, and order block. So the price may push inside this fair value gap, also respect this order block. I don't believe it's coming here. Then after more, need to look for a sale. Of course, Agisho, but that's what I think will happen. Because of, if not, if it's a real buy, right? It's a real uptrend. I still have a question about this fair value gap, because I think we had to retrace back to this fair value gap, and now we're gonna go up and target our highs and our low. Now we just shot up. Remember, Hanchi, if I see no Yakodim, Kisa Ituriaka, Hanchi, I get say, because I know out of nowhere, low. So if you are on lower time frame, like go 15, whatever, equal, this fair value gap equal, kasi. So no one uptrend go then why join, but more it's a mapi, it's a mamanat, you can kira the trading yan. But I believe we are coming here. But that doesn't mean I'm not saying it's a buy. Okay, buy. You can see we are going up to this fair value gap. I'm just uh worried that this fair value gap right here. Or now if we retrace back to it, are we gonna respect it? Oh, igana Noah out of nowhere. Remember, Kimafilunga Akwid. Meaning the biggest tse ro kry di-NFP di boatwa tse e le goreng di ka i-push gore theo. I'm not sure. So overall, my old bias ya gore gold is going to go down to some kind of a fair value gap like so planet kae. I still think I'm still right. Something in another something right. No. But all the answer, or what all I'm saying, the need to do it if when we reach here, then okay, are we going up or down? Then that's it. But to keep it short, now Arsawaraka this favorable gap or this one, let's look at the current market. So we broke this high. Let me delete this. We broke this high, right? Meaning it's an indication of a good deal. So I cannot get a trade because of what? I don't have any key level. Yes, can I leave this IFG right here? I can use it right here. Modimo. I have this IFG, but I'm not going to use it because of I'm not going to use this invasion favor game because of when I get it here by drum. If I go to 4 hour, maybe in 4 hour we have two fair value gaps right here. Two fair value gaps. So the price may be coming to this one share or to this share, right? But you don't trust that. I will trust this one here and delete it. So I believe the price I believe the price is coming to this for our fair value gaps. Maybe we can get a trade up here, right? We can target this wah, 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 wah. La, la, la. This high here. Then I'm maybe targeting this high. So what's going to happen is nothing to me. So Gilo hey man, what's up? Gilo Ema and do nothing. Gonna wait for the price to retrace back to this fair value gap and see if I can get some kind of a buy or to this one right here. And if we can get a buy till here. Then when we come here, low negative level, where are we going to get a sell? Or are we still gonna continue on our buys? And that's it for today. That's all I think it's happening. So meaning I'm going to wait for price well back to the fair value gap and now Robonore. What can we do? Maybe we can get some kind of trade this month. I can get the trade, especially with higher time frame because I I can use I cannot use lower time frames. I can use lower time frames because of I couldn't read and Camille told me like I need to do top down analysis. So if higher time frame doesn't give me anything, I have nothing to do. So meaning because original hati then leave it the way it is until I get some trading and then we will see. But for this week, that's it. That's what I see. That's what I think is going to happen.